Happy Wednesday to you all. I want to make sure before I start that you all can hear me well. So before we break down all the severe weather details today, I want to get a few thumbs up in the chats here. Somebody drop a comment. Make sure that you all can hear me well before I break down all the details, because we are under a weather alert day for our Wednesday, awaiting the threat for storms to move in. So right now we're seeing those cloudy conditions continue. We did get some stormy weather last night, and we want to break down some details about that as well. In Neshoba County, they dealt with some high winds, some heavy rain. All right, thank you so much. We can hear good. So as we continue now, I'm going to just break down some of those comments that we got over on our Facebook due to the storms that passed through Neshoba County. So Neshoba County sent in us some photos from last night. They got some hail. They got trees toppled over. So we're going to scroll through the comments really quickly here to see some of that storm damage. You see a tree toppled over there, submitted by Sandra. Hunter is showing us rain that was in the Dixon community. The Good Hope community looks like a tin roof there was blown over. So you see a lot of already storm damage due to just severe thunderstorm warnings. High winds and hail was in Neshoba County last night. I know most of us seen those severe thunderstorm warnings across our area, and now we're dealing with the threat of all forms of severe weather possible once again. So again, that's just a few there. You can look at more. Head on over to our Facebook page and you can find those details. But we're talking about a weather alert day in place now because we're awaiting more severe storms. And here's the setup. What we're going to see is a low pressure system move towards the north of our viewing area, bringing along a warm front and a cold front directly behind it. So when you see this setup and we are under or between that warm front and cold front, that is what we call the warm sector. So we're going to be under that through the afternoon, seeing those showers and storms fire up for our viewing area. Now, once that front crosses, we're not expected to see a significant temperature drop. Temperatures will cool off into tomorrow, but the main concern for today is that threat for severe weather. And right now that low pressure is positioned over Louisiana, and all morning long it has been storming. Those same storms moved from Texas yesterday, so we have been preparing and watching for this all week. It started over in Texas, now Louisiana, and we are the next state up. So you see multiple polygons right now on your screen, and these light green polygons represent flash flood warnings. The pink polygon is a tornado watch, and the orange polygon are severe thunderstorm warnings. Right now, which is a great sign, we're not seeing any red polygons, which will signify a tornado warning, but that is what we saw earlier this morning. Multiple tornado warnings were over the state of Louisiana. Now, looking more closely to see where exactly the rain is not into our area just yet. Not the heavy rain at that. We're finally seeing those showers pick up. So as we continue throughout the rest of our Wednesday, we're only awaiting the threat for severe storms to roll in. Again, seeing some showers right now. Our West Alabama County still not quite seeing that rain. Portions of Kemper and Lauderdale not raining just yet. Here in downtown Meridian, we're not getting any rain at all, but those showers are beginning to slide in from the west. And again, once these showers and storms pick up, this is what we can expect for the rest of our Wednesday. More stormy weather on the way. Wind speed wise is already a little breezy out there, up to 12 miles per hour. And we just seen from our pictures submitted from Neshoba County that we could see very strong winds. Again, we're talking winds even higher than the ones we saw yesterday, up to 70 miles per hour. So with the strong winds across the area right now, if you're on your phone, make sure it is plugged up to a charger. Any devices that you have, your iPads, your computers, make sure that they are charged and plugged and ready to go through the remainder of the day, because these very strong winds could knock out power as this storm rolls through. Here's the calm before the storm right now. Still very gloomy, a little warm out there. 65 in Philadelphia, 68 in Decatur and Livingston, 69 degrees here in Meridian. Luckily though, we're not seeing temperatures warmer than that, because that will really help fuel those storms as they come through. But cloud cover today has kind of kept us in the mid to low 60s, below the average, and that's what we can expect for highs. Now as we go into the rain, almost on track with what we're seeing right now on our live EMEPA radar. This model is doing a great job picking up the rain over the next about 15 minutes. We could begin to see more heavy rain moving in. So this is why you want to have your weather guard up starting right now. Remain weather aware because we could begin to see some severe thunderstorms roll through along with the threat for hail and high winds. So hopefully you all have ran your errands today and you are headed back home. If you're not already at home, you want to make sure that you have your alerts on loud to stay informed as rain and storms continue to come through. Now we're going to try to take it hour by hour here through our Wednesday. Now we're approaching lunchtime. Now at lunch is when all of our counties can expect to see that heavy rain. Again, all forms of severe weather possible today. We're talking rounds and rounds of rainfall up to 5 inches or greater. So with the large amount of rainfall coming through at a short period of time, that is why we have that threat for flash flooding. So not a time to travel when the storms are moving in. Again, they hold a severe threat, so we could see tornadoes spin up as these fronts continue to push across our area, creating that instability. Wind shear is already high, so we have a chance for tornadoes as we continue throughout the rest of our Wednesday. Right now the timing is looking to be more up between 10 and 5 p.m. So by 5 p.m. make sure that you check back with us if you're not already tuned in with us to make sure that we have the all clear before you head out for your Wednesday afternoon. Make sure there's no trees down or any power outages around the area. Again, as we go through the rest of Wednesday night, we're out of the threat of severe weather. So the strong storms are beginning to move out, push towards the east along with that cold front. But what we will be left behind with is some isolated downpours. So we could still see rain through Wednesday night into early Thursday morning before showers continue to clear out for the remainder of the week, setting us up for what will be beautiful weather. So after today's severe weather event, we're going to be in store for some nice weather, even though we're going to wake up to a bit of stray showers for Thursday and then clearing on the way for the remainder of tomorrow. But we are seeing multiple watches in place across our area, which include flash flood watches as well as tornado watches. So here are our risk zones. There's between a level 2 slight risk all the way up to a level 4 moderate risk over our counties, and we're say a level 4 out of 5. So we're almost 1 away from the highest level, which means these storms could be very strong. We could see strong tornadoes, again very strong winds, and even if we don't see a tornado, straight line winds can be just as damaging. So again, not a time to be traveling once the storms pick up. Making sure you have all your weather alerts turned on loud and watching for the chance for a tornado to pop up. That level 3 enhanced risk is more of over our northern counties. Right now the National Weather Service is forecasting that the strongest storms will be south of I-20, but that does include our viewing area. So again, weather aware and have your weather guard up for the remainder of the day. Now here's some weather alerts that we're looking at right now. The dark green color that you see is a flood watch that is over all of our counties until 7 p.m. this evening. Again, I told you before, we can see up to 5 inches of rain or greater, especially where we see those severe thunderstorms moving in. So with the rounds of rain, it could spark the chance for flash flooding. So right now, if you haven't already thought about this, think about if you are in a flood prone area. Are you in a low lying area? Are you more closely to the ground than most people's houses? If that is the case, hopefully you have already relocated, reached out to a friend or a neighbor during this time, because those low lying flood prone areas could see those flash flood warnings, and they could mean water into your home if those warnings are sparks. If you live in a mobile home, this is the time now to try to find someone that you can talk to, relocate, start looking up your local storm shelters to see if somewhere you can go in the event that we have a warning in place. Right now that's not the case, luckily for us, but with the threat of flash flooding and with the threat for tornadoes today, you definitely want to make sure you're thinking about all those safety measures. So now we're also seeing river flood warnings. So these river flood warnings are over Neshoba, Sumter, and Choctaw County, and they will last into next week. Because we have rounds of rain earlier this week, Monday, Tuesday, we got a lot of rainfall, and today we're expecting a lot more. There are river flood warnings already in place. Rivers could swell and overflow, so that's something to think about. Also, if you live near the rivers, you want to be cautious of that and never ever drive through any flooded streets. More alerts that are across our area right now is a tornado watch. We're under a watch until 1 p.m. this afternoon for all of our Mississippi counties. A watch means we have favorable conditions, and as the storms continue to push in, we could see a warning if we get one more ingredient. So right now, what we need in order to see a tornado is lift, instability, moisture, and wind shear. We know wind shear is already high. We have moisture, so we get that instability is going to come when the front is moving through, and if we get that lift, then we could see a tornado warning go into effect. So make sure that you, again, staying safe, staying weather aware is the best thing that you can do right now through the rest of the evening, having your alerts turned on and listening to your local meteorologist to make sure that you know if the storm is in your area and when it will pass, if that's the case. So again, all of our Mississippi counties under a tornado watch until 1 p.m. And I'm sure by the time storms pick up for Sumter and Choctaw County, you all will be added to this watch as storms approach your area later on this afternoon. All right, so since we are under a watch, you want to know the safest place to go in your home. I showed you all this graphic yesterday. I'm going to bring it out again today because it is important to know the safest place to go, making sure that you are away from windows. I know it's tempting to want to look outside in the event that we have severe weather coming through. You may want to see that tornado, but that is not the safest thing to do if we have a watch or warning in place. You want to make sure that you are away from all windows. Make sure that you are putting enough space in between you and the outside, protecting your head. Having that go bag ready just in case a tornado does hit and you have to evacuate very quickly. Making sure you are protected in all ways, meaning clothes on, shoes on, helmet on, something soft, a cushion to protect your head. Now we say interior hallways, closets, bathrooms, staircases, and a basement is the best place to go if you have one, to put enough space in between you and the outside. That's the main objective. So even if you don't have a basement, make sure that you and the family are huddled up in the hallway. Again, having your head protected and not looking outside. Do not look outside because we could see high winds with these tornadoes, and they could shatter windows and glass could fly. So that's why you want to stay away from all windows in the event that a warning is in place. Again, we're under this weather alert day through the remainder of our Wednesday afternoon and evening. So as we are dealing with the threat for severe weather, Storm Team 11 will keep you updated. Right now, we only are under watches, including a flash flood watch and a tornado watch that will last until 7 p.m. this afternoon. Some rain has started now across our area. Some of us beginning to see some of those showers and storms pick up. And as we continue through the rest of the day, these storms do hold a severe threat. Again, we're talking up to a level 4 out of 5 moderate risk. So as we go throughout the remainder of the day, we'll keep you all informed. I'll bring you all another update here on News 11 Midday starting at 11:30. And once we start the midday show at 11:30, I'll have a better timing of where the rain is over the area. So you definitely want to tune in for that to see where those showers and storms are. We will keep you all informed if we have any warnings in place. Once they pop up, we're talking either severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, any type of warning or watch that is added from this point on. We'll make sure we post that on our Facebook page and all of our social media to keep you updated throughout the rest of this weather alert day. Again, Storm Team 11 is going to keep you informed. I'm going to check the chat here to make sure you all don't have any questions. So as before I get ready to log off, you can drop your questions in the chat. And before I log off, I want to thank MCC for sponsoring our digital news desk to keep us connected with you all in the event that we have severe weather, or in the event that we just want to come on here and share with you. So as we continue throughout the rest of our Wednesday, you want to make sure you have your weather guard up, stay informed. And again, I'm checking the chat here to make sure nobody has any weather related comments. I'm going to give you one more look of our radar to see where the rain is right now as well, while I check the chat to see if we do have questions. So let me get to the radar so I can pull that up for you all before I log off. And already now near the coast, I see a new tornado warning in place. So this is what it's looking like right now. I'm going to give you all a view really quickly before I log off, still giving you some time to drop any questions in the chat if you have them. Here's a view of the live EMEPA radar right now. You see a lot of lightning embedded within these storms. These storms are very, very strong, and that's what we have been anticipating as we continue throughout the early part of our week into now. So we have been anticipating strong storms moving in. We see that right now with a lot of lightning embedded with it. Looking more closely into our area, rain has started. Now some of us are already seeing some heavy showers over Clark County, over Jasper County, over Scott and Smith County as well. More scattered showers now moving in over Lauderdale. Again, that's one more look of the rain and what we're tracking. We'll keep you all updated on this weather alert day. I want y'all to stay safe. Make sure you have your safety plan in place, and that includes again, charging your phones, weather alerts on, making sure that you have all the information that you need readily available to you, listening for the all clear, packing some non-perishable food items, some water into your safe location with you just in case the power goes out. Think about batteries, flashlights, candles, all the things that you need in case of a power outage. Have them close by and with you in your safe bag, in your safe location, in the event that we have tornadic activity into our area. Again, we will keep you all informed. I want you all to stay safe, and I hope and pray that we all come out of this very safely and unscathed from any tornadoes. But as of now, I'm signing off. I don't see any questions in the chat. You all are I'm so thankful for you all for joining us today on this digital news desk. Y'all stay safe on this weather alert day Wednesday.